Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to Stump the Idiot. I am the huge one, aka the Idiot Dave Koco from DAVKOCO.com. We are KocoSports on everything: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Check it out. Stump the Idiot comes from Andy Paps on Facebook. And Facebook don't have the rep it used to have. And I am joined by my tag team partner of the Idiot Express, Boom Boom. Boom Boom, welcome. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, it's good to be here.
And we got someone that's old school. Stump the Idiot question. Who are your top 5 favorite tag teams currently in wrestling? Now, it's not the top 5 of all time. It is favorite tag team wrestling right now. And sometimes you got to check in. But me and Boom Boom, we have to have a confession. I am graduating. I am retiring April 1st, and the only thing I watch is AEW, New Japan, and Clips. So, the Usos, DUI joke here, or keep it classy, Boom Boom?
Keep it classy.
The Usos are not on my list, and probably not on Boom Boom's list, because we just don't watch WWE enough. Maybe in the future we will, or maybe the product's not for us. But we don't want to be one of those guys that come out and be like, oh, fucking, this company is absolutely fucking fantastic, while actually not watching the other company. So we're just going to be honest, okay? Straight shooters here. All right, Booms. Are you ready? Andy Paps,
Ready.
top 5 favorite. Are we going old school, back and forth? Because I kind of cheated. I got 6. Oh, well, there's a tie. There's a tie. Do you want to go first, or shall I go first, or you want to go back?
Yeah, let me go first. Let me go first on this one.
right.
Again, I'm going to be with Dave on this one. Look, with the way my schedule is, I don't have that much time to watch a lot of wrestling. So right now, the only thing I've been watching is AEW, and this is no offense to WWE, Impact, MLW, New Japan, All Japan, NOAH, AAA, CMLL, WXW. PWG, your local independent. This is with all due
Bro
respect
USA.
to them.
Bro USA,
Yep.
James Legend. Sorry, I had to give a shout out to my boy.
Yeah. So, but I decided, you know what? I really don't want to riff on talk about things I don't really have that much knowledge about. So, I'm just going to do the top 5 in AEW. I know that's not really the question. But I want to
not so fast, Boom Boom. I'm going to give you the first lead course so that we've given a while. It's favorite. So it's your fucking favorite. Don't fuck, it's not top 5 of all time, not top 5 currently. 5 favorite tag teams. So, I think that gives us a little out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, Booms.
Well, I mean, if we're going to do my favorite now, I mean, I just really don't know how good some of these other teams are. So that's why I'm going to stick with AEW, because it's what I know and I can defend it. And I can say, okay, here's why I put this team here, because I actually watch the product. So, and I just don't want to be a fake. That's my thing.
You big fat fucking phony. Know what I love? On Twitch, people ask you, and you're like, I don't watch the product, and they're like, can you still give an opinion on it? Like, what the hell? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Look, and that should apply to everybody in their daily life. If you don't know, just say, look, I don't know. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with saying that.
I don't know if it's just an internet thing. I actually don't watch the WWE. Can you still give an opinion on it? I don't watch it. All right, Booms. Let's focus. Get down to business. Brass tacks. Your number 5.
Number 5, I'm going with Red Dragon.
Oh, nice.
Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, glad to see him back together under the old name. They put on some barn burners with the Young Bucks back in the day, tore it up in NXT. I'm looking forward to what they're going to be able to do at AEW, so that's why I had to put them at number 5.
Mine is a tie, and they'll probably be on your list. I didn't know who to give it to, because I love both these tag teams and are completely different. You know what I mean? So this is a tie. I'm probably, you know what? I'm just going to keep it a tie. I'm leaning towards more one tag team than the other, but we'll just keep it a tie. I got FTR and Lucha Express, even though I don't think they're calling them that, the Lucha Experience.
Jurassic Express.
That's the dudes. They don't even call
That's
them that
that's
anymore.
my job, is to remember things.
Yeah, exactly. So those two guys, I'm tied because I think FTR is creating something. I'm gonna try to keep it classy. Fat, balding indie guys. When you say you're a technical wrestler and you just hold an armbar out of breath for 15 fucking minutes, you're not a technical wrestler. FTR has brought technical wrestling back. And of course,
you're technically wrestling.
Yeah. And Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus, I just love him. I don't know. Everything that is me shouldn't love him, but everything that is me does love him.
Okay.
All right. You're number 4, Booms.
Number 4, I'm going to go with Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz.
Nice. I didn't put him on my list, but go on. Why?
Those guys have been there since day one. I think they're better than what they're being booked, but the way that they've been, the way it looks like, the foreshadowing that they're laying out, I think they're going to break off from the inner circle. They're going to go off and do their own thing. I think they'll actually will call themselves Proud and Powerful rather than just Santana and Ortiz. I like when they do the face paint. They've got some good chemistry in the ring together. So that's why I'm giving them the nod.
All right. I think they're gonna. I think both of your guys have a bright future, but I don't think they're there yet, in my opinion. Not talent wise. I'm saying booking wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
they're
guys,
getting there.
Yeah, they're getting there booking wise. Talent wise, they're top. Top tier. Booking wise, I think they got a bright future, but quite ain't there at AEW booking wise yet. Mine, I'm my next two, and I'll save it for this, but it's the Kenta Rule. And a lot of people don't know what the Kenta Rule is. Boom Booms knows it because I've said it a million times. But in Japan, usually, when New Japan is booked properly, people have a favorite company. And there was they're like, I'm a New Japan fan. I'm a Dragon Gate fan. I'm a All Japan fan. There's this very common conversation in Japan. But Kenta in his prime, before WWE sucked his soul out, people would say, I'm a Dragon Gate fan and Kenta. I'm a New Japan fan and Kenta. I'm a Noah fan because of Kenta. The next two tag teams are kind of like that. It's like, oh, I like AEW and I like New Japan, but I check in on these two tag teams just because the Kenta Rule. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, I gotta see what these fucking guys are doing. One is God. God. Wherever they go, I know it's New Japan, Impact. Wherever they go, I gotta check in. What are those guys doing over there? So to me, I think, when the door opens up and the world calms down, I think they're going to have a big part of connecting New Japan and the North American companies, But until then, I don't watch much Impact. But when Kenny Omega, God, shows up, I'm like, let me just go take a little peek, Let me see what's going on over here. So I got him in my top 5 via Kenta Rule. Asterisk Kenta Rule. All right, go ahead, Booms. Who's your number 4? Or number? You're up to number 3, right?
Yeah, number 3. You've already mentioned them. I'm going to go FTR.
Yeah. I just want to add one. They're amazing at a style they do. And so many people try to do the style and suck. Go on.
Yeah, it just shows that old can be new again. No, they couldn't pull off I don't think. The thing is, when there's more than one style in professional wrestling, and when you try to make everybody wrestle the same style, it's just destined to fail. And FTR, you got high flyers, you got technicals, you got submission guys, you got brawlers. Well, here we go. These old school, hard nosed guys, and that's what makes them stand out, because they're like, people like Arn Anderson and Bobby Eaton. They're like the Briscoes. I mean, they're these, big tough guys who go in there. They wrestle old school matches, like Midnight Express, Heavenly Bodies. They wrestle that style, and it's such a contrast with like the high flyers and all these colorful characters, the Lucha Libre style. It just makes it fresh. They add something new to the table. They're able to pull it off, and they're good at what they do. Like Dave just complained about is, I don't like. I'm with him. I don't like it when somebody locks like an arm bar on somebody and they sit there for 5 minutes. It goes no. See, we're trying to sell it, so that way when we throw a drop kick, it means something. Like no, you're just a lazy fucking piece of shit. These guys, I mean, yeah, they cut off the ring. They do psychology. Um, they do the dastardly stuff behind people's backs, and it just works. They work their tails off. And plus, from what I understand, uh, Dax Harwood is just a creative fucking genius. He's good at putting together matches. So I love these guys. So that's why I put them at number 3, FTR.
All right. And my number 3 is the Kenta Rule again. They're ROH legends. They're going around right now. They're maybe free agents, maybe going back to ROH. Is the Briscoes.
Yeah.
Every year I go to Wrestle Kingdom. Most years I catch up with friends from around the world. This year was something different. Last year was in a perfect scenario, I catch up with friends. You know what I mean? And there's one guy that I just meet up every year, and he's a huge ROH fan. And he's the type of guy he goes to Wrestle Kingdom every year when it's safe, and goes to every single ROH show. He's that fan. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And every year I check in with him. I'm like, dude, I haven't watched Ring of Honor in a while. Is it worth it? And he's like, it's not. It's not worth it. And I'm like, damn. But then I always ask him, because like a lot of times too, like in his situation, he's been to every ROH show ever. So like you kind of have a fandom streak going, even if it's going down, and I feel like a lot of WWE fans feel that way, but I would always check in on the Briscoes. I find the Briscoes, and like that's the thing too, like when you stop watching a company like me and Boom Boom have, and we want to get back into it, there has to be someone there that we know and root for, and it can't be just all watered down WWE guys. Like the balance has to be nice, you don't want to go in and be like, oh, this is WWE. But you also don't want to go in and be like, I don't know who the fuck any of these guys are, And the Briscoes, I think, are a great starting point if they do return to ROH or wherever they go. I'll just try to root for them. And, they're just a great tag team, entertaining, different, stands out. And there's just something about today's day and age being loyal for that long is just something amazing, They could definitely jump ship at any time. And who knows? Maybe they're not coming back for their comeback. I don't know. But with that said, it's just, to me, when I think ROH, I just think of the Briscoes. Because you think of legends, but all the legends moved on. And there was the Briscoes holding down the fort, to the very end. And their promos are passionate, believable, So to me, it's the Briscoes. And I gotta stop saying that's my fucking crutch. I notice that a lot. I say it too much there.
I've just learned to tune it out by now.
I say too much. All right, Booms, you're number 2.
Number 2, this should be no shock to anybody. I love these guys. The Lucha Brothers.
Nice.
These guys brought Lucha Libre. I know Rey Mysterio is credited with bringing Lucha Libre to the United States, but I will say I will give the Lucha Brothers credit for just really putting Lucha Libre tag teams to the forefront. Just amazing characters, just very unique. They once they arrived with Lucha Underground, and they just really got everybody's attention. They stood out. I mean, they've become superstars here in the United States. Always innovating. Phoenix is probably one of the most balanced. And by that, I mean, like, just the control he has on springing off the ropes is insane. He's like a cat. Pentagon Jr., amazing over the top personality. They give it their all. They put on hell of a good matches. So I give him number 2 on my spot there.
All right, and I think our number 2 and 1 are going to swap. My number 2 is the Young Bucks. I love everything about the Young Bucks. To me, they, put a spark back into pro wrestling, and they're just, talented, amazing, fucking funny, and they're worth fucking watching. And the good thing is, because I watched New Japan, I feel like I've watched them grow into this amazing fucking tag team. As a New Japan fan that is also fell in love with AEW, I feel like a lot of New Japan fans, even though the old owners of New Japan don't agree, I feel like AEW for a lot of New Japan fans is like, oh, look at our guys succeed over there. It feels good, That's how the fans feel. I don't know if that's how the company feels, and it's definitely not how the old ownership felt. But to me, they're just everything that's great in a tag team, and they bring their own style, and it's just amazing. And they stick together. I notice a lot of my tag teams ain't one of those fucking overnight fucking just put 2 stars together bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the Young Bucks and a lot of these tag teams, I think if you stick together, you're just so much more valuable. Everyone wants to be HBK and throw their partner into a goddamn barbershop. But not the Idiot Express. Idiot Express, we stay together forever. So, yeah. I enjoy everything they fucking do. And that's a good thing, right? Booms,
Yeah,
you're number
is.
one.
At number one, Young Bucks. That's going to piss a lot of people off. I do think they're as good as they say they are. These guys believe in tag team wrestling, and I've never seen a company take tag team wrestling as serious as All Elite Wrestling, and that's because of the Bucks. They believed it could be a draw. It could be, a lot. Like Koco said. I mean, we're so cynical right now when it comes to tag teams because it's you see a tag team together, there's 2 things that come to our mind. The first thing is, okay, which one's the Shawn Michaels, which one's the Marty Jannetty, and then 2, when are they splitting up? It's just become that. Tag team wrestling's become kind of like an afterthought. But these guys just show, we can, tag team wrestling can be a draw. We don't have to have one star outshine the other. We have to split it up just to create a storyline. We can make tag team wrestling a thing. AEW's got a very strong tag division, and these guys have just gone all over the world. They've done everything you can possibly do. They bet on themselves. So yeah, Young Bucks number one, my number one team. Excuse me.
Yeah, and the other day they fucking described the internet culture instantly, super quick, where they're like, if we say anything bad about you, it's body shaming, but if you say anything bad about us, we should get thicker skin. And I was like, no one described the internet age more than that. Boom, boom, you fucking suck. You respond, you suck. Be like, how could you, sir? How could you? My number one is your number two, Lucha Brothers.
Okay.
It's 1A, 1B. Let's be completely fucking honest. And the fact that AEW has both of them or so many tag teams is great. I just put it there just because I feel like with the Lucha Underground, and you were talking about Rey Mysterio earlier. I think Rey Mysterio put Lucha on the map, but just like ECW revived pro wrestling, the Lucha Brothers and Lucha Underground revived Lucha. You know what I mean? And yeah, and at
Well,
first,
at least in this country, it did.
Yeah. At first, well, I mean, not even that country, outside of Mexico. At first, I was like, oh, these guys won't stay together for too long. I thought it was going to be kind of like Kenny Omega and Paige. They're just building up to them fighting each other. An HBK scenario. And the fact that they stayed together and had such great matches are amazing. And when it comes to all the tag teams we listed off today, I could see all of them wrestling over and over and over again and us not getting bored. We listed off maybe less than 10 tag teams? Probably less than 8. And I don't think on my list or your list, if we said, let's match these guys up, would we be like, oh man, not this fucking tag team? And it's been a while since that. WF back in the day with the Hart Foundation shit had British Bulldogs, Brainbusters. They had a great tag team division. Rockers. Before that, the Midnight Express, Rock and Roll Express, Road Warriors. But then there was just a gap of Star A meets Star B. Oh, Star A and Star B ain't getting along. You know what I mean? the Mega Powers and HBK were special because tag teams stayed together. Nowadays, you put most tag teams you put together, you're just like, all right, cool. They're building up for a main event later down the line. That's it. And then, but then even when you had the Duds, Hards, and fucking E and C, they eventually broke up. I was like, oh, I want to do my own shit. But I think the tag teams that are the best stick together and just recreate and just keep having awesome matches. So everyone we listed today, I feel, has helped save tag team wrestling. And me and Boom Boom has been doing this for a while. There was a time, I think after the Dudleys, Hardys, ENC that broke up, where it was just two random fucking idiots together all the time. It'd be like, we're worst enemies, and now we're tag champs. Now, granted, when Sabu and RVD did it, 10 out of 10. When fucking you see it every goddamn day of your fucking life, it's like, why? Like, even New Japan's tag team division. Why have that right now? Why? Why break up Roppongi 3K? I mean, you only New Japan, I watch you all the time, and literally I put one of your tag teams on, and they're not even in your fucking company right now. They're on an excursion. I don't think it's the time to break up Roppongi 3K. For what? Oh, wow, there's a Japanese guy that fucking dyed his hair blonde and one that's acting way cool dyeing his hair black. We definitely don't have enough of that in your fucking division. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, one of them joined LIJ, Bullet Club, House of Pain, fucking I dress black and try to sell t-shirts. And the other's like, I got blonde hair and I'm the hero. Holy shit, dude. What the? Okay, I got off topic. I miss you, Roppongi 3K. That was my point. Get rid of those fucking tag team titles. All right, Boom's gone on a little tangent, but yeah. AEW, thank you for helping save. Briscoes, thank you for staying together. God, I'll always peek in on you. That sounded more religious than it should have, but how you doing over there, God? Not doing too bad. All right, cool. Appreciate it. Peace out. I don't know. I have no idea how to pray. Boom. Is that how you pray, Boom Boom?
No, I'm pretty sure you're going to hell for that one.
You just speak in, like, yo, God, what you doing? All right, cool, man. Peace out. All right. I was like, anyway, if I'm not dead by April 1st, I'm retiring, and we're going to do a lot more fun shit. Booms, do you have anything to say before we wrap this up? Andy Paps, thanks for the question.
Yep. If anybody tells you to put sugar in the cornbread, you reject them in the name of Jesus Christ.
Booms, we just lost every goddamn religious person ever. Good job, Booms. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, KocoSports on all of it. DaveKoco.com. And also, if you like video games, YouTube, Koco Plays. Love you guys. And with that, I am over. Ba-na-na-na.